I have From Phonics to Reading, Level K, Teacher's Edition, and the Student Edition. You are going to want to purchase the Teacher's Edition to go along with the workbook because you're going to be having your lessons here. It's going to tell you to do your phonemic awareness or how to go about the lesson and teaching your child phonics. This is just a workbook, so you'll just be assigning these sheets along with the lesson. So let's take a look at our book. In the contents, you will be learning Unit 1, you'll be learning your short A. Unit 2, short I. Unit 3, short O. Unit 4, short E. Unit 5, short U. And Unit 6, Introduction to Long Vowels. This is an overview of who Willie Blevins is, characteristics of a strong phonics instruction. So what this book includes to make it a good phonics instruction. This is a program overview. You can read through that. This is the scope and sequence for each level and From Phonics to Reading. And this is an overview of what your days will look like. So day 1, it's showing you what that'll look like. Day 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you have little boxes, and each of them just give you more information about if you're teaching English learners, homeschool connection, how you can help parents become involved with their phonics of their children, assessments to see where your student is, independent or partner work that you can give children to do along with the lesson, intervention. This is for children who are struggling with the lesson, things that you can do for them, and learning center. What activities can you give your children to go along with the lesson? This is intervention here. More ways that you can help children, a pacing guide, telling you how many minutes it takes for day 1, day 2. And then you have Unit 1, and you can also read some of the books that go along with the lesson that you're teaching. You have a unit planner, and this is showing you the things that you're going to be doing in Unit 1, and you can write notes for each lesson. And here we are at Lesson 1, Day 1. And so the first thing you're going to be doing is phonemic awareness, and this is rhyming practice. Then you have alphabet recognition, and you're going to be singing. You're going to assign this activity to your child, and they're going to be singing the ABCs, pointing to each of the letters. And then there's an alphabet sequence activity, which should take about 5 minutes, and then the child is going to be singing the ABCs and drawing their line around here. And then Lesson 1, Day 2, you're going to be doing the same thing, the phonemic awareness, but this day you're clapping syllables. And then Day 2, you're doing alphabet recognition for their second activity. And this is also something where they will go back here and get this sheet, and then they'll sing their ABCs again. Then you have your context to read, so they'll get their first book, and it's going to be their ABC book. Then you have print concepts, where they'll be practicing their writing. So here they're going to be writing name, and then drawing a picture of themselves. Lesson 1, Day 3, this is your first letter sound you'll be practicing. So you're working on M, saying the sound. You get your introduction to the sound and the spelling. But here, the child is going to look at all of the pictures and see which one has the beginning sound So then they'll circle those pictures there. Then you have a sorting activity, and in the back of the student workbook, you can find the cutouts, and then you'll be pasting the cutouts here. If it says the sound, they'll go there. And if it doesn't have the sound, it won't go there. And then it has some thinking skills for your child. They'll have to think about what words do you know with this sound that has the sound and it could be man, moon. Then you'll go to handwriting. So you're writing the letter M and the lowercase m. You're getting practice about writing your letters. And then you have a reading context. And here they're still reading their alphabet book. Day 4, there's a phonemic awareness activity. There's a sound, spelling, and blending activity. And then there's independent practice. And for this day, they will get this sheet. And they'll be practicing writing lowercase m. And they're also practicing beginning sounds for M. Map, mouse, monkey, milk. And then for fox, they will not be writing the letters there because they don't have the beginning sound. We'll doing the cumulative review here, and then it's going to be this activity where they're still learning alphabet sequence, and then dictation, practicing the sound. Lesson 1, day 5. Now you're going into your phonemic awareness again. Then you're going into your sound and spelling, or you have your writing exercise, the cumulative assessment to see if your child knows the letter sounds for the letters there. And then lesson 2, you're working on your lowercase letters, so you'll be singing the alphabet here. You'll get your alphabet sequence activity, and then you have a new sound, so you'll be learning the letter A and the A sound, and it has that same activity where the child will be going around circling each of them to see if they make the sound A. Here you'll be getting your first high frequency word in lesson 2, day 2. So their high frequency word is I and can, and they'll get activities to go along with the high frequency words, and they also are getting a book. And their first book is I Can. And so it's going over the high frequency words. These are texts that you're going to be reading along with the child. It's not expected for them to know run or happy yet, but it's practice for learning those high frequency words. I can run. I am happy. And then you're going to be asking the child to look at the context clues in the pictures. What does it look like the child is doing? How does it look like she's feeling? And so you'll be reading those with her or him. You're still working on your print concepts, your alphabet recognition, and then you have your handwriting as well. You still have more activities in day 3, and you're learning your phonemic awareness, sound, spelling, blending, high frequency words. So here they're still working on A and writing practice to help you with the spelling and writing. You're getting another sorting activity in day 4, still doing your phonemic awareness, so it becomes repetitive. You'll be doing the same thing each day, and as the program, as you get further into the curriculum, you'll be doing a little bit more. It's gradually extending. And so let's take a look at the last lesson. The last lesson is lesson 30. And by lesson 30, you're working on final E or magic E. They're able to read more words. They're still doing the phonemic awareness, the introduction to sound and spelling. They're still getting high frequency words and practicing writing those words. They have text with more words that they're able to read at this time. Phonemic awareness activity, sound, spelling, and blending, high frequency words. Read the context. So they'll still be reading, and also by the end, they are still getting better handwriting practice. So here they are copying a text, she is 9, and the child is expected to write, she is 9. Then you have your word study, your handwriting. So it does get more extensive because in the beginning you don't see a word study activity. Day 3, you're still working on your final E. You have your activities, you have your writing practice, your sorting activity, reading and writing. The child is going to be reading the word, which word goes with the picture, 5, and then they're writing that down. And then that's the end of the curriculum.